Greetings, Chris Fiola here with another edition of the Perfecting Equilibrium blog. This one for April the, what is today's date? 18th, 2024. Hope you're having a great day. This is actually a recut video. I shot this yesterday, but the audio was ghastly, and I ran into a couple of interesting little things. Which I will detail as I go through. This week we're installing h2oGPT on my upgraded PC to run locally. You can see here I've spared you the part where I spend half an hour downloading 1.5 gigabytes of h2oGPT loader. One of the nice things about this particular package running it locally is that there are straightforward installers for Windows, Macintosh, OS X, and Linux. So you can install this the way you would any other software. One of the other open source packages I looked at said, be sure to install a PHP 3.05 environment, which immediately made me move to another package. If you're not familiar with the PHP follies or any of those, one of the reasons that IT folks are so down on automatic upgrades is things like that, where you have a key package that runs on a particular flavor of PHP or some other library, and other applications not only use that same library but upgrade it willy-nilly while they're doing their own upgrades, and so suddenly your h2oGPT won't run and you have no idea why, and it turns out some other thing that is completely unrelated has changed the version of PHP. So folks like my business partner actually keep libraries of libraries, so when one of your things blows up, you can go back and check and get every single version of PHP ever released to draw from to get the one that it will actually run on. So I'm not gonna install this again because I did this during yesterday's video. So if you click this and bring it up, you'll see that it brings up a very standard looking Windows installer here. And yes, I'm having to look around the camera to see what's going on. I'm not going to run through it, but if you've ever installed anything on Windows or Macintosh, this works exactly the same. Now, the other interesting thing, yes, I want to quit setup since I've already spent a couple hours running through this. Once it was installed on the first video, I actually said at the end that I wasn't sure what had gone wrong because it didn't seem to be coming up. I clicked it 3 or 4 times, and the instructions say it may take up to 15 seconds to compile and launch the first time. Well, about 15 minutes after I finished that video saying I would have to do some research into what went wrong, 3 or 4 or 5 instances of h2oGPT launched themselves. So it was taking all of that long just to compile itself, which I guess since it's a 1.5 gig of compressed libraries is not totally unsurprising, but it's just once again, trust what the software actually does, not what it says in the documentation. So I'm going to move this out of the way now, and you can see that we have a full version of h2oGPT running. If you look up here in the URL, you will see that it is running locally. This is not running on a URL outside. This is running localhost, means that it's running on this computer, and it's actually busy working on some stuff here. It's still compiling and running stuff. There's a couple of interesting points here that we will go into in future weeks, including what collections it's drawing from. Right now we just have it set to large language model because we haven't done any data uploading, but you can see that there's also user data and my data that we can link to. So we'll go into building the collections and training and how we can get this thing to output from known good data in the coming weeks. So that's all from this week. I hope you're having a great week. Fuel out.